Hello everyone, welcome to Big Tarot Guidance. Welcome all of you that are new and all of you returning today to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe below if you haven't yet, and if you're interested in booking a reading, you can book one through Etsy or Coffee. All links are below. In today's video, we're going to tune into your person's thoughts. So whoever is on your mind, this goes for any connection that may be on your mind, any person that may be on your mind. So we're tuning into the question of what do they really think about you? So this can be for a friend, this can be of course a romantic interest as well, or it can be a family member, a work relationship, whatever it is, whoever it is, we're going to tune into it and see what they really think about you. We have 3 different groups to pick from for today's reading. So we have group number 1 with the Creator card, we have group number 2 with the Unseen card, and we have group number 3 with the Riddle card. So the timestamps are down below in the description box and in the pinned comment below this video, so you can hop into your reading whenever you are ready. You can pause the video right now if you want to take a little bit more time. Feel free to pick one group for one person, another group for another, if you're curious about more than one person and what they really think about you. So I'll see all of you in your chosen groups, and make sure to pause the video if you want to take some more time in choosing your groups. Hello, group number 1, welcome to your reading. So you guys have picked the Creator card as your card for today's reading on the topic of what do they really think about you, for any connection really that is on your mind. So we're going to start off by drawing 2 more cards from the tarot just to see what else pops up, and then we're going to start reading, get some more cards, etc. So let's begin. Let's see here what wants to show up. So oopsie. All right, let's see. So for you guys, okay, so what do they really think about you? For group number 1, please, Spirit. Okay, we have the 3 of coins or the 3 of pentacles. I'm hearing you're very hardworking. And we got also the 3 of cups. All right, so you're very joyful, you're very hardworking. This person considers you to be incredibly creative, of course, incredibly artistic as well. For some of you, this could be a work type relationship or a relationship that's unfolding in the workplace at this time, or maybe you collaborate together, you work on projects together with this person. This person definitely thinks you have a very active, resourceful mind, like you can easily find like solutions to difficult problems. You are someone who tends to think outside of the box as well. And you're just very creative when it comes to, I'm hearing written, especially written expression for a lot of you, but for others of you, it could also be, more of an artistic vibe to you, the ability to create new things, the ability to think of new ideas. Also, they see you as, or think of you as, someone who's very original and expressive. This person thinks of you as someone who builds something meaningful out of nothing, or has like the strong ability to do that very often. And they just see you as someone who has a lot of like just visionary energy. So you don't just exist to do the things that you do, you are like designing your life as you are doing it. As you're breathing, you're always kind of like designing your life. You're always in some type of creative expression. So this person, I feel like they just definitely think of you as someone who has a great deal of depth and many layers to them. I'm just picking up here that they may not know you that deeply, but they sense that there is a great deal of depth to you. And there are like many layers to you as well. This person may think you're quite a complex human being as well. Someone who isn't easy to get to know. They also just think of you as someone who thinks differently from most people. And they think of you as someone who is talented in ways you may not even show off or show fully to other people. This person, I feel like they just think of you as someone who's very talented, but you tend to like express your talents in private. You enjoy your talents in private. So there's admiration here for sure. They may even feel a little intimidated by you or by your visionary qualities or by your originality on occasion, but also I feel like they are inspired by it. So for sure, you do not feel basic to this person. You feel like someone who has a very, very strong, deep inner world. They think you're someone who could create like a really meaningful future, not just talk about it. Like you have the potential to visualize something and get to work and make it happen as well. Now, with the Three of Pentacles here, this is about also how they see you in your relationship dynamic. So this person sees you as someone they would like to build something together with. So they think you are very reliable, very cooperative, team-oriented, and someone who actually puts effort into making things work. They likely think of you as someone who is not, playing games or being sketchy. They think of you as someone who values effort and mutual investment. And they see you as someone who wants something solid in their lives, and even in this relationship between the two of you, or someone who desires something solid, something that's not one-sided. They definitely see you or think of you as someone who values substance in relationships, whether it's family or work relationship, or even if it's romantic situation. This person, I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, if it is a romantic situation, they may think you are relationship material because there's a feeling like you're very reliable, like they can invest in you and you are someone who invests back, You just do feel like you're someone solid. With the Three of Cups as well, they just think of you as someone who is fun to be around. So this is kind of like the vibe that you carry for this person. You're someone who's fun to be around. What else? You're socially magnetic as well. You are perceived to be warm. And you're perceived to be emotionally inviting, not just to them, but also to other people. And this person, they think of you as someone who other people enjoy as well. They think of you as someone who they enjoy, like they do enjoy you, but also like other people enjoy you also. And they think of you as someone who's popular or just well-liked in general. For those of you who may be like more romantically inclined or are asking about a romantic situation, this person thinks of you as someone who has options, right? So they think of you as someone who has many different options, like many different people who are interested in them. And also they think of you as someone who brings lightness and a sense of joy into spaces. Like this person feels like the space that you enter just like lights up, becomes more colorful, you know, like rainbow filled. That there's this feeling of you bringing like a lot of joy into this person's life, regardless of, you know, the relationship. And there's a strong you make things feel good energy for sure here. We do have 2 3s here. We're going to draw some more cards as we go along now, but we do have 2 3s, which is important because the number 3 is about creation and growth and expansion. So they likely see you as someone who really grows a lot, who creates connection, who brings people together. This person sees you as someone who is constantly evolving as well. So they may feel or think of you as someone who's in a phase of building their life. And they may be wondering, like, how do they fit into it? And then we have just this energy of them really honestly thinking about you as someone who's creative and stable, fun, and also serious about what matters. For a lot of you, it is very likely that this person respects you a lot more than they openly show. So if there's hesitation in this connection, it's probably not because they don't value you. It's because they see your worth clearly and they know you won't settle, but they're wondering if they're like good enough to be your friend or good enough to be your, I know, collaborator, or good enough to be your romantic partner. You know, this person could be wondering, like, are they good enough? So let's see what wants to show up with the tarot now. So just using some variation of Vincent van Gogh tarot, which is so on point here with the creator energy. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so what do they really think about you? We have the World. Yeah, I'm hearing that you have like your mind in many different worlds. Like you're just someone who's very, I know, just kind of occupied by many different potentials, many different worlds. Let's see what else. We have the Three of Pentacles again showing up. It's going to put this one near the, no, it's like here. It wants to be here. Okay, so again, like that sense of collaboration popping up for us. Let's see what else. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I love this one. I'm just hearing creative, but very solid, reliable. Again, I'm hearing that. Like with these pentacle energies, it's very strong. We also have the Eight of Wands. So you're someone who makes things happen also, of course. Let's put this here and one more over here. Let's see. Okay, this one wants to pop up. The Three of Cups again, you guys. Wow, that's insane. Like we have 2 cards just repeating. We do have the Queen of Swords on the bottom. So the Queen of Swords here on the bottom, this is letting me know that this person thinks of you as someone who is very discerning, very logical. You may be very creative, but you're also very logical. You know, you're not someone who has their head in the clouds. You're very realistic about life, about potentials, about like even other people, about relationships. There's just a feeling here like you're not someone who is going to daydream about things that are not realistic. Like you have a vision, but you do make sure that the vision that you have is groundable, like it can be grounded in reality. So with the world here, you know, this person sees you as someone who has their mind in like a lot of different little, let's say, planets or worlds. And you can easily move between them as well. They see you as someone who is complete and mature. For some of you, even likely someone who has recently leveled up. And this person thinks of you as someone who is like the whole package, someone who is very hard to replace. You do feel like you are someone who knows who they are. And again, like there's a sense of respect here that I'm picking up. They feel like you might be out of their league as well, or just globally abundant in options. I just like that expression, right? Like globally abundant in options. Okay. With the Eight of Wands, you're someone who has a lot of momentum. You create momentum in your life. You move fast when you want to, or when you feel that desire, you tend to move fast. You are dynamic, and this person thinks that things move quickly around you when you're in that kind of like momentum energy, where when you're in your creator sphere, when you're making things happen. This person also thinks that when you decide something, it tends to happen. You tend to create it. You tend to manifest it. And you may feel like you're someone who's hard to keep up with on occasion. They may feel like communication with you can spark really quickly, and the connection has strong chemistry or just fast progression energy. There's a sense of excitement when they think of you as well. Now again, with the Three of Cups, with the Three of Pentacles, this person, they think you're fun. They think you have people around you, are well liked, you bring joy into places. They are deeply aware as well that other people enjoy you also. So for some of you, this person could be intimidated, or it could feel like slight territorial energy there, mixed with admiration of you. And yeah, like you're practical, you're someone who gets along with others well, you value effort, teamwork, and they really, really respect that. Like they really respect that. And like these energies of the Three of Coins and the Three of Cups are just really the most intense for you guys for this reading. Additionally, with the Ace of Pentacles, they see potential with you, a chance for something solid. They think of you as someone who is maybe on the brink of new possibilities, new opportunities right now. But again, like there's stability here. This person sees you, thinks of you as someone who's very stable. So with the Queen of Swords, again, they think you're smart. They think you're not easy to fool, and they think you're very emotionally controlled. For some of you, there is like a slight little intimidation energy here as well, because I'm just picking up that this person feels like you can see through them. And they think of you as someone who does not tolerate nonsense. So if they mess up, they think that maybe you could cut them off, or that you wouldn't want to hang out with them anymore. So there's again like slight intimidation here that they are feeling when it comes to you. They likely feel very deeply that you have very like intense standards as well, that you're not going to leave or let go of. So they're like intimidated over the fact, like, can they level up? Can they measure up to you? Yeah, like there's slight insecurity here is what I'm picking up, for sure. Okay, so what else? I'm just picking up that you're someone who's very abundant. Let's get a couple of these like little small message keywords. What else? So what else do they really think about you? Please, Spirit, what do they really think about them? Okay. Okay, what do we have? We have unity. So again, the sense of you being very complete, very put together. We also have healing. This person thinks of you as someone who's always working on themselves. I'm also hearing like questioning themselves, like, are you doing the right thing? Asking yourself if you're coming from the right space. You do have a very healing presence as well for this person. You feel very complete to them with unity. There's just like this feeling like you're very put together, like you're very contained is the word I guess I would use. Like you're very put together, very contained within yourself. Let's see, you're very healing as a person. You could have healing abilities even for some of you. This person just thinks of you, that your presence, your presence, just you being in a room is very fulfilling and healing. But you also could like really be working on yourself a lot. You could be healing something. We have soulmates. So for some of you, this person could feel like very strong, deep soul connection with you. They think you're very valuable, like you're very valuable to them. They may feel like you're, just a kindred soul. They may feel a very strong connection with you. Let's see what else. One more card, please. We have attachments. Okay. So they may, they may think that you are like, of course, attached to certain things, as all humans are. So there could be some attachments that are on their mind right now. So what are you attached to? What do you value? What are maybe some objects you're very drawn to or attached to? What are some people or beliefs you're very drawn to and attached to? That's likely something this person is thinking about right now. And they also think of you as someone they are likely attached to or drawn to. So they could be also reflecting on their attachment towards you. Yes. Okay. Let's look at one more for this area here. I just feel like something additional needs to show up. One more. Okay, we have a soul family. So yeah, like this is a soul family. This is a kindred soul connection. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can also be like friendship, or again, it can also be just a family type relationship where you feel at home next to or close to each other. This person feels it as well, even though they may not show it or say it, but they feel a strong connection, a strong bond with you for sure. So that's all that I have for you guys today for today's reading. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have lots of air energy, so Aries, what do I want to say Aries? I guess Aries, but also Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energies are very strong here. on board. So thank you guys for tuning in and sharing your energy with me. Hope you enjoyed the reading. Let me know how it was in the comments below. If you guys want to book personal readings with me, you can book through Etsy or Coffee. Links are all below. And yeah, I'll talk to you in future readings. For those of you who may be interested in 18 plus pick a card readings, you can check that out on my Patreon, also linked down below. So yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell so you can be notified when I post another video. And I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of the day. Bye. Namaste. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to reading. So guys have picked the Unseen. Can I get it up? The Unseen card for your reading. So this is going to be the reading on them. Just remember what they really think about you. Okay. So it's very interesting with the Unseen card. Let's start this off. So we're going to just start off by drawing 2 more tarot cards. And yeah, see what shows up here. What can we get into? What info can we get out of this? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, all right, so yeah. The 3 of Pentacles. All right, we're just going to take 3 cards, what I'm feeling. So let's see what else. Okay, we have the Sun. These are just like flying out. Okay, one more, please. So what do they really think? Okay, too many. Too many, but we're going to take the Magician because this one flipped out. Literally flipped out. Okay. Interesting vibes. Okie doke. So let's talk about this a bit, and then we're just going to get some more tarot as well, maybe some oracles. We're just going to see how this all flows with us today. So how do they really think about you? Like, they think about you as someone who's definitely quite confident, reliable. This person feels like there are parts of you that they just can't feel or can't get into, or there's like a hidden layer to you that they think they're like never going to understand. Like there's something kind of like mysterious about you, but mysterious about you in a way that they feel like they don't have the depth for it, if that makes sense. So they think you're powerful. They think you're mysterious, hard to fully read, and deeper, much, much deeper than you let on, especially when you kind of connect to other people and talk to other people. You know, like you're holding something much deeper within yourself than what you let on. This person thinks you're very intuitive as well, very illuminated, very perceptive, intuitively super strong, and yeah, like someone who just sees beyond the physical. They think you see much, much more than you say or let on. And there's something about you they can't quite figure out. They for sure think you have hidden emotional depth that they're also like afraid to ask about or get too deep into, because again, like I feel like there's a concern this person has that they don't have the capacity to go as deep into certain things as you can. There's just this concern they have, and they are afraid to even start getting into that because they feel like they're going to be out of their depth very soon if they get started into that type of direction. So what else? You have really like an energy that's not obvious to them. You linger in their mind though as like a puzzle that they can't quite solve. And yeah, like you're someone who's definitely interesting to them, but also like someone who's like a little bit, I don't want to say intimidating, but just someone who they are afraid to get too close to, or afraid to get too emotionally close to, because too much may be revealed if they do get close to you. And what they're afraid is, they're not afraid about what they may see or understand about you. They are more afraid about what they may see or understand about themselves. So that's why they're like, quote unquote, intimidated, because they may see themselves more clearly by being in connection with you or in contact with you. And they're afraid of that. They're afraid of seeing themselves more clearly. That's the issue. Because actually they are very curious about you, and this person would love to get to know you better. So it's not about being concerned about what they may learn about you. They would actually be very excited to learn more things about you, for sure. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles, you're solid. They think you actually put effort into relationships. They think you're willing to collaborate. You don't just talk, but you do what you say you're going to do. They think you're a good worker, a good coworker. You have a respectable energy about you. I'm also getting the sense that you're very elegant. So likely for some of you, you're very elegant, or you just know how to dress really well. Yeah, and they feel like if they get into any type of project with you, that you are someone who's going to stick it out with them. There's just the sense that if you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. Like you're reliable, you're respectable, you're solid. You are a man, woman, person of your word. That's what this person thinks of you. And with the sun, you bring illumination. You help them see things more clearly when the need for that arises. And with the sun, you make them feel good. So they think you are warm and optimistic and just a very positive person. They also think you're very authentic. Like this person thinks you're very true to who you really are. Like you're not faking anything. And you're confident in your own way. So they may feel really safe around you. They may feel seen by you, even energized by you. The sun here means joy, so you brighten their mood a lot. But the deeper layer to this is that the sun also exposes the truth. So around you, this person feels greatly emotionally visible, like they are very, very visible to you. The things that they may want to hide from others, and the things that people usually don't notice are super visible to you. At least that's what they think, right? That's what they think. So with the Magician here, with the Magician, they think you are powerful. So the Magician here does indicate some attraction, in case that resonates. They could just be drawn to you, so the attraction isn't necessarily just romantic. It could be just that they're drawn to you, connected to you. They feel a sense of recognition with you. They think you know how to create outcomes and have strong presence. Can manifest what you want as well. And they think you're mentally sharp. So there's admiration here, but also a tiny bit of awareness that you could walk away and create elsewhere if you choose so. So there's just this sense of, yeah, you have a great deal of willpower and focus to do whatever you set your mind to, really. Like there's this sense here of you're very powerful. You could do whatever the F you wanted to do. You could be perceived as someone who powerfully creates their own life. Like you don't like stoop down to anyone. Like you're a powerful creator of your own life is what I'm picking up here. Yeah. So you're quite intriguing to this person for sure. Especially if they don't know you very well, like you're very intriguing. And they don't fully understand how you affect them is what I'm feeling here. I feel like with the unseen, with the magician, you may trigger this person's intuition. You may stir something subconscious up for them. So you may also make them feel both drawn in and slightly unsettled by you. Not necessarily in a bad way, but in a way that makes them feel like whatever is going on in your interactions is significant. So they for sure think of you as someone who is deeper than what you show. And they think of you as someone who makes them happy. They also think of you as someone who is not someone to underestimate, even though you may appear quite chill and like, you know, just contained, doing your own thing on the surface. And they may, I feel like this person thinks that you're just, I don't know, just someone who sees a few steps ahead, always. Like you're always kind of like intuitively seeing ahead. You may be a few steps ahead of them. That's the kind of vibe I'm picking up here with the unseen. So, yeah. So there's a respect, there's curiosity here, but also a feeling like if they are curious, they need to be careful not to bite off more than they can chew. Okay, let's see what else pops up for you guys. Let's draw a few more cards now. So let's see here. What do they really think about you, please, Spirit? Okay, this one. We have the Tower. Yeah. So you're someone who questions assumptions, their beliefs. You may really unsettle them. We have the Page of Swords. Like you unsettle this person with your curiosity. You may ask questions or just curious about things that people aren't usually curious about, and makes them feel like, eep, like it makes them like step into questioning themselves, their assumptions, their beliefs about the world, about themselves. We have the Queen of Swords. Let's see what else. See, we have the Eight of Cups. Very powerful stuff. Okay, we have Death. Wow. Let's get one more. And we have Judgment. Yeah, like you guys, you're just super powerful. What can I tell you? You're super powerful. And you're super inquisitive. And you're also like very self-contained, like very satisfied within yourself with the Nine of Pentacles. You're very much like, yeah, this is who I am. This is me. I'm this type of person. This is what I do. Okay, let's put this one over here. It's the bottom deck energy. Let's talk about these cards a bit more. So with the Tower, this person is already aware that you have changed something, you have transformed something in them. Also with the Death being here, with Judgment being here, with the Sun being here, there's a sense of you illuminating a lot of things for this person, and even likely for other people as well. And this person just notices that. you bringing out truth to this person, you dismantling what no longer serves or what is fake or what can't be built on. So yeah, you're quite a package for sure. So you likely exposed something they were avoiding or even disrupted their emotional comfort zone. The Tower here says that you have in some way, shape or form shook up this person's world. Also with Judgment, with Death, with the Sun, you just brought a reckoning, illuminated things, transformed them through this process. The process was absolutely necessary, by the way, for this person, as you also likely well know. So what does this person think? They think this isn't casual. You triggered change. I would say personally, as a reader, that you trigger awakening energy, but I feel like this person would just say that you trigger change and transformation. So they may associate you with a sudden realization, emotional chaos to a degree, and just truth landing hard in them. So you are fully unforgettable to this person because of that influence. They are someone who thinks of you as intelligent, of course, observant, and someone who is just mentally very, very fascinating to them. They think you're sharp and you see through them as well. The Queen of Swords with the Page of Swords, you're very curious and you see through them. You're emotionally strong. You're very independent. You think for yourself. You're honest, like with your words, you're honest. They may feel like you won't tolerate emotional immaturity or messiness emotionally. Like you'll call it out, literally. With the Eight of Cups, there's a feeling here like you don't tolerate drama or nonsense, and you just tend to walk away from toxic or difficult situations. So they really powerfully think that you're capable of leaving behind anything that's like not serving you or anything that's unpleasant or difficult or just heavy for you. You know, you're not going to be carrying things that you're not supposed to carry. Is what they think. And they think you choose self-respect over emotional chaos. And they also think you won't stay in a relationship if you are not fulfilled in it. Like you're just someone who's powerfully going to choose themselves. For some of you who may be in this situation, they feel like they lost you or could lose you. So this card carries some regret undertones. And pardon me, I just had to sneeze. I just got that out of the video, by the way. So yeah, I just had to sneeze. So this card carries regret undertones or disappointments in themselves. With Death, we have Scorpio energy. You transformed this person. You are transforming them as we speak. They associate you with emotional rebirth and a major ending and a shift in their identity. So they think that after they've met you, after you, they are no longer the same. You have definitely marked a really powerful chapter in this person's life. With Judgment, they think you were meant to cross paths. You were meant to change each other. The connection with you is awakening something in them or has already woken up something for them. And they feel like there's unfinished business here between the two of you or just some sense of spiritual significance. The Judgment is all about awakening and reckoning and truth. And this makes you feel seen as someone who almost like quote unquote forces reflection, forces quote unquote awakening just by being present, just by saying hello. You know, your energy is very powerful. So with the Nine of Pentacles being on the bottom here, this again just makes you very independent, self-sufficient, attractive, and someone who is thriving on their own. This person thinks you don't need them, but they want to kind of be a part of your life, or at least see where your life is going. So to kind of like sum it all up a bit, at least, let's see. So they think you're very transformative, like you're very transformational. You are someone who creates change in others. You are perceived to be very intelligent as well and emotionally strong. Someone who does not stand for drama and will just leave if they want to, or walk away from difficult, strained situations that are not fixable or cannot be worked on. This person thinks you're life-changing. Honestly, with the Sun, Death, Judgment, the Tower, you're life-changing. That's just note open for discussion. And you're very independent. It's not a light energy you carry, but you're definitely carrying a transformational energy. And I feel like this person does like it. They are a bit like spooked by it also. So let's get like 3 more cards or 4 more cards here from the little keywords. Let's see. We have false self. Yeah, like you bring out other people's false self. You likely brought up this person's false self as well. Someone they may have thought they needed to be in society. Like they fully became aware that they were just like kind of carrying a mask around. So this person likely carries some ego bruising as well in this connection, or some regret. For some of you, what they may not admit is that they have had a realization they didn't meet you properly in the past. And they know that you saw through them, but they couldn't stand in that truth fully before. And you likely activated some growth for this person they were not ready for. Like they were ready for it, but they weren't like consciously fully ready for it. We have family. This person thinks of you as someone who is either building a family, wants a family, or just overall values family. They may feel a sense of family with you, a sense of you get them, you understand them, maybe too well. Let's see what else. Yeah, you have a very good inner compass is what they're thinking. Also, you know what you want, you know what you're about. They believe you're doing fine and that you know where you need to go. Anything else? We have belonging. Yeah, this person feels likely a sense of belonging with you. Like they feel drawn to you, they feel connected to you, but they also feel very dismantled by you. So girls, darlings, boys and girls, and everything in between. This is where we're going to finish this off. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. You have Scorpio energy, Leo energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energies here on the board. So yeah, those are the powerful signs popping up the most. Thank you for tuning in and sharing your energy. If you guys want to book personal readings, you can book through Etsy or Coffee. Links are all below. And if you want to connect to 18+, pick a card, more spicy content, you can check those out on my Patreon. Link is also down below. See you guys soon in the next video. Hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of the day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, do the stuff, click the notification bell so you can be notified when I post another video. And I'll see you soon in the next one. We just have 11:11 on my clock as I'm doing this reading. So that could be a confirmation for those of you who are still listening. And I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Have a lovely day. Bye. Namaste. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have picked the riddle today as your card for this question of what do they really think about you. So this is for any relationship that is on your mind, any person that may be on your mind. So let's see here what wants to show up. Okay, so all right, I'm just getting the sense that you are perceived to be the type of person who can play the devil's advocate really well. Like you have the ability to look at one situation from many different angles, and sometimes this person believes, right, that you can really play the devil's advocate, that you can really zone in on one perspective and kind of like challenge the status quo or challenge the general belief that is maybe in a group or maybe just individually when you're discussing something with a person. This person does find you very fascinating, especially like mentally speaking, in terms of how you think, the way that you see the world, the way that you perceive things around you. This person considers you to be very interesting in that regard. So let's see here. What else wants to pop up for us? Okay, so how do you really see? Let's take 2 cards. So 2 cards from this deck. Oh, we have the Lovers. Okay. So the Lovers energy. So for some of you, this could be a romantic partner or a romantic potential. We have the 3 of Wands. It could just be a person who really likes you though, with the Lovers. Yeah, this person believes that you are headed towards the same direction in life. They just kind of like really trust you is what I'm picking up here. Yeah, like there's a sense here that this person feels kinship with you is what I'm picking up. So they do feel like they can't fully figure you out, though. They maybe tried to figure you out and they feel like they can't quite do it. They think you are enigmatic and a very layered person, someone who is emotionally very complex and also just like mentally as well. Just from this person's point of view, they think you're very mentally fascinating. Again, the way that you think, the way that you perceive the world is very fascinating to them. And it could just be that you and this person have a profoundly different way of communicating or way of seeing the world, which makes them feel like you're super fascinating or you're just the type of person they don't meet often. They also think of you as someone who's not easily defined. So you don't behave in predictable ways to them. You may feel like you're the type of person who like shows up with another layer just when they think they understand you. They may also feel about you like you hold parts of yourself back and you just make them think a lot. You make them think about what are all the different ways from which they could look at a specific situation. So this is definitely not confusing in a bad way, though. It is intrigue this person feels towards you. Or yeah, they just find you intriguing. You stimulate them mentally and emotionally for sure. And they love to learn from you is what I'm getting. Or they just in general learn just by being in your presence. And they love it. They love connecting to you. With the Lovers, this person thinks that your bond, your relationship is very significant, or your relationship just feels very significant. Now, for some of you, if it's a family member, of course, it's significant. If it's a platonic relationship, it's significant. If it's a romantic interest, it feels significant to them, or a work dynamic. It just is important. This person feels like a particular draw towards you, like they're drawn towards you. They're kind of pulled towards you. And the way that you think, or the way that you process information, or the things that you say, just naturally they feel pulled to you. There is a real chemistry here that's not necessarily just romantic, but it's chemistry that can be platonic, you know, just getting along really well in a family relationship or at workplace, for example, depending on, of course, what your relationship is here or who you're asking about. But what they think for sure is that the connection you have is meaningful. It feels very meaningful to this person. You may also trigger emotional vulnerability in them. And the lovers as an energy often indicates a choice point. So what that choice point means is that they may feel that being with you requires them making a decision of some kind. That being with you is not casual. So there's like genuine draw here, genuine attraction here. Again, that attraction can also just be platonic, you know, like the way that you're attracted to your friends, drawn to your friends, want to hang out with them, want to spend time together. It's giving that type of energy, that type of pull. So with the Three of Wands, they see you as someone who's very expansive, someone who's always expanding their mind, always learning new things, expanding their horizons. They think of you as someone who's always thinking ahead as well, like you're thinking ahead into the future. You're not the type of person who's going to think about the past. And yeah, they see you as someone who's always like considering options, what else is available for you, what are the bigger things that you can dream of. There's a feeling here like you're the type of person who's always headed towards bigger horizons. They think you're future oriented, and you're not the type of person who stays stuck anywhere, really. So yeah, basically with these cards here, they think you're someone who's quite hard to fully decode, but that you're also like deeply attractive, deeply beautiful to them. And they're trying to understand where they stand with you. For some of you, you know, especially if it's a bit of a confusing situation, especially if it's, you know, just a relationship that's unfolding romantically, or even in the workplace or in terms of friendship, there's a sense that this person trying to figure out where they stand with you. That also, of course, goes for family, because sometimes we have that relationship with family that's a little bit tricky, where we can't quite figure out where we stand with each other. So again, for any relationship that's on your mind, this could really land. And yeah, also like just what makes this person pulled to you or drawn to you is that you don't give everything away emotionally, that you don't give everything away all at once. Yeah. Okie doke. So let's see what else. So the Riddle group, let's see what else shows up. We have the Ace of Cups. Such a lovely energy. Let's see what else we got. We got the Eight of Swords here as well. Okay, so one on one side, the other on the other side. Okay, let's see what else. So what do they really think about you? We have Strength here. This is really like a powerful card. Just with the picture here, just feels very powerful, expansive. I don't know why, it's just giving Jupiter energy to me. This, I don't know why. It's giving Jupiter, Zeus type of energy to me. Anyway, we got the Three of Wands again. So We got the Two of Wands as well. Okay, let's see. One more card here, and then let's look at the bottom as well. We have the Eight of Wands. And the bottom deck energy is the King of Swords. I'm just hearing, I deeply, deeply respect you. I feel deeply, deeply drawn to you. So what this person thinks is that you have a lovely energy to you. With the Ace of Cups, you have a very empathetic, compassionate vibe. They feel an emotional pull towards you, as we discussed or talked about with the Lovers, and they feel affection towards you. They also just think that you're someone who's just very lovely, open. You may give great hugs, or you're just someone who is very easy to love. They may feel like a lot of people like you as well, or like a lot of people love you, or you're very well liked. This person is also thinking about you, that you are someone who like can tend to keep themselves closed off. Like you're not revealing everything that you're thinking, feeling, or going through. There's like this mysterious aspect to you. And that's something that I feel like for a lot of you, this person just like intuitively is able to sense into. Like there's something that you are really keeping to yourself, that you're not revealing, that you're hiding, not really hiding, but just keeping to yourself. There are parts of your life that you're very private about, and you don't talk about them or reveal them. You're very careful of who you share certain information with. And they just see this as you being careful. Like this person understands that this is you being careful. They're trying not to take this personally. They think you're strong, and they think of you as someone who's emotionally very mature and controlled, self-loving and discerning and patient, but also very powerful. They think you're someone who's just very like non-reactive. I'm hearing emotionally composed as well. So they may think that you are someone who requires like courage from other people to approach you more fully. And they think of you as someone they can't like play games with. Like you're someone who's very solid, and you're also going to call things out. With the Three Wands, you're action-oriented and you think long-term. So they view you as someone who's very future-focused, even ambitious, someone who wants growth, wants expansion, with the 2, 3 of Wands showing up twice. They think of you as someone who's definitely not going to be satisfied with smallness. And that you're quite strategic as well. You're very thoughtful with the 2 of Wands. They think you're the type of person who considers your options. You don't jump impulsively into things. You evaluate paths before you choose them. They think of you as someone who chooses carefully, for sure, that you're not random with your energy. You may be very dynamic, but you're not random with your energy, that's for sure. You can move fast when you decide, and you have like really a strong communicative energy when you step into that. and you bring momentum into situations. Like you can easily get things moving, get things flowing. You could be a fire sign or have strong fire in your chart here with these energies. But yeah, there's just like this feeling, there's a spark about you. Like you're not dull or stagnant. You're very loving though, as we said, like genuine, emotionally open, even if selective. And you're someone who they think loves very deeply, even if you're not loud about it, but you're very sincere to this person. This person does think that sometimes you get in your head quite a bit. You may question yourself, hold back because of fear. Like you're sometimes stuck in your own mind a bit, is what they're thinking. Yet you're also someone who's just very intelligent, perceptive, direct. When you say something, when you have something to say, you're just going to directly say it. I feel like you're not someone who's going to sugarcoat things for other people, which I feel like this person really appreciates about you. And you're hard to fool, hard to like manipulate or lead astray. Then you're also emotionally very self-contained with the King of Swords, with the strength energy here. And yeah, like this person, they believe you, see through people. You don't tolerate nonsense, which makes them sometimes like a little bit spooked to be around you. They see you as someone who's sometimes in their head, but still capable of really swift action. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what else wants to pop out here. I do feel like strong fire energy for you guys, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energies being quite strong. Also Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and Leo, of course, with strength is also showing up. Okay, so let's see what else wants to show. So how do they really think about you, please, Spirit? How do they really think about group number 3? We have divinity. Like you feel very divine to this person. Fuck. So strong. Okay, divine, divinity. I'm hearing there's something very pleasant about you and about your energy to this person in particular. And I feel like that's something they haven't talked to other people about because they're afraid that talking about how good they feel when they're around you may ruin that feeling. There's just something different, something divine about you, about being in presence with you. And that's something that they can't quite put a finger on, they can't quite note. It's constantly elusive, even if they try to describe it to themselves. But it's just a special feeling, special mood that they feel when they're around you. Okay, let's see. We have reason. Yeah, like you're a very reasonable person. Okay, let's draw 2 more. We have openness. It just resonates so well with you and with your energy. Okay, so these cards just like very shifty. Whoops. Let's see. What else? So how they really think about you. Whoopsie. Let's see. Let's see what we have. We have completion. So they feel quite complete with you. They think you're a very complete person. Again, like very settled. These cards just like so movable. I love them, but yeah, they're so movable. Okay, let me just zoom you out a little bit. There we go. So with openness, they think of you, of course, as someone who's very receptive, emotionally receptive, mentally receptive to different opinions. They think of you as someone who's willing to understand different opinions as well, not closed off or cold. but you're also not naively open, especially with reason and the King of Swords here. They think you're someone who loves and listens deeply and absorbs much more than you show. Like you absorb more than words as well. When you're talking to someone, you absorb the mood, the vibe of that. And it just gives you more information about the theme or the topic that's discussed. Now with reason here, you have strong mental energies. Of course, this person thinks you're very logical, analytical, very fair, thoughtful. They think you're someone who thinks things through, makes decisions intentionally. They see you as mentally very mature and respectable. And with completion, they think you're whole within yourself, like you're very self-contained, like you're just someone who's with yourself, if that makes sense. Like you're fully within and with yourself. You're very self-contained, like you already built yourself. Like you're not looking outside of yourself for who you are, is what I'm kind of trying to say here, I feel. Like you're not desperate, you're not lacking. There's a feeling like you already have what you need, like you're already complete. So yeah, even though you challenge this person's perception on occasion or their beliefs, you are perceived to be someone who is mentally balanced and understanding and very thoughtful. Yeah, like sometimes you unsettle them, but I feel like that's just your inquisitive nature. This person would say it's just your inquisitive nature that on occasion unsettles them. Like you're mentally very, very strong. The way that you can make sense of concepts and things that people usually struggle with is fascinating to this person. And that, like, combined with your emotional strength, your maturity, the ability to self-regulate yourself is just like something they deeply respect, is what I'm feeling here. Like there's a deep, deep respect for you here. And there's a deep fascination with your divinity, with why you make them feel the way that you make them feel. I feel like that's just something this person loves to think about a lot, because there's just a specialness, a special quality to how you make them feel. It's something that messes with them a bit because it's so unusual to them. So it's like a little riddle they spend a lot of time solving but can't quite get to the bottom of. So yeah, my darlings, that's all that we have for today. So thank you for tuning in. So we're going to finish off here for today's reading. Thank you for joining me today. Let's make sure to see each other in the next video. I'm just kidding. If you feel like you want to connect again or anything else, you can join YouTube, subscribe, join YouTube. And yeah, let me know in the comments how this was. If you want to connect through a personal reading, you can book a reading through Etsy or Coffee. Links are all down below. And for those of you who may want a more spicy reading, you can connect to Patreon and join the Primordial Practitioners for pick a card readings that are more 18+. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Whenever you feel inspired to connect, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post another video. And I'll see you soon. Have a lovely rest of the day. Bye. Namaste.